We got the Knicks and the Pacers. I need y'all to talk to me, man. What is about to happen in this series? And
Knicks
who y'all
in 5.
got? And
Knicks
why?
in 5.
Knicks in 5.
Aaron Nesmith on Jalen Brunson. Cook. It's over. It's cooked. It's cooked. Hallie's not 100%. It's over.
He doesn't look slowed down to me though.
I got Knicks in 6. I'm gonna be fair. I got Knicks in 6. Go ahead, Joe.
I think that I keep hearing all the time about the playoffs slow teams down, and Mars read me a number about how I believe Indiana and Milwaukee, they played at the 2 slowest paces in the playoffs during that series
prior to like game 4.
Something like that. They were playing that, which means that Indiana's staple is getting up and down the floor, and the Knicks staple is making teams play their brand of basketball. And I feel like if the Knicks can slow down Indiana's pace, which I think they can, I think that they don't have a counter for that. And I think that they handle them. I think they handle them in 5 games, maybe 6.
Ox, Pacers, Knicks. Talk to me. Who wins and why?
He's got the Knicks going to the finals, so
yes, he does.
So we know who he has winning.
Knicks and probably Knicks and really 5 though, around. Like I don't think it's going to be too much. I think the Knicks are a little too rough for the Pacers. Can we please? I keep bringing it up. Can we please talk about Isaiah Hartenstein?
Please,
left hand floater.
I've been spoken about that. I said you got Brandon Clark, Rashawn Holmes, Jokic, Isaiah Hartenstein.
I'm gonna keep bringing it up. I'm gonna keep bringing it up. That left hand push shot floater, whatever y'all want to call it, is beautiful. The defensive tenacity, rebounding tenacity. I've been saying that. I've said it, and I've had this argument with a bunch of people. If you can't rebound, you can't win. I think rebounding is the most important thing in basketball. I think rebounding is the most important part of basketball. I keep saying it. I could be wrong. That's just the way I look at it. And the Knicks do that. They get on the glass. Mitchell Robinson, Isaiah Hartenstein. I think OG is enough with Pascal. They're too rough. I think they're just too rough. I don't think Tyrese is prepared for that type of basketball yet.
It's a quick Ox. What it looks like, what that push shot looks like, it's like a fighter with a jab. That you got to respect that jab, because he might not drop you with it, but boy, it's gonna swell that eye. It's definitely gonna swell that eye. You keep getting close enough to it. Yes, it will.
I'm assuming, Chill. I'm assuming he picked that up because to me, that like 9 foot, 10 foot, 11 foot jump shot was always like the hardest shot to me. It's just like right there. It was always kind of hard. So kind of had to adapt into kind of getting that little floater, because you just get it up on the rim, especially with a team like the Knicks. Like if you get the shot, if you get it on the rim, it's better. You know what I'm saying? Like, because now we can potentially rebound it, but it's so soft, it just rolls right in there a lot.
Also, you know with that shot too, he coming out of a pick, so he's rolling to the hoop. He's looking. He doesn't even get a chance to look at the hoop, because when you're rolling, you're looking at the man that's dribbling, because he's about to pass you the ball. So you got to focus on that pass coming. So it's hard to not only catch the ball but stop, set your feet, and then get into your shot. And he's a big fella too. It's easier for him to just catch it and in one motion go up with the floater.
Yeah, so but that's the thing, right?
That's also a reason why he could have developed it.
He shoots that in more situations than just the pick too, though. Like he'll get that ball, he'll get the ball there, and he's looking weak side or whatever, and then like you know how like the teams back off of DeMontis right there, they back off of him, and he gets it on the rim. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's beautiful, but I like the Knicks what they got. We've talked about the Knicks before. They got all the things you need. They got the rebounders. They got bigs down there that are going to protect the rim. They got their outside scoring. They got their perimeter defense. Like they got all the things I think you need to win a championship. If KP was healthy, I still would have the Celtics. But let's focus on this series. I'm gonna stay focused, Ron. It's not gonna be a long series, and it's not gonna be a tough series, bro. This is gonna be pretty much a wash, bro.
You said it 5.
About to beat the hell out
of
the
Pacers. Ox, you said it 5.
I said 6.
Bro, I wouldn't be surprised if we bringing them brooms out, Ron.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Ox. I think the brooms are definitely coming out. This is gonna be Knicks in 4.
You think they smoked them? Like
Yeah,
walk right bottom in 4 games?
But let's be real. The Pacers were not getting out of the first round if Giannis was healthy.
No, that's a fact. I don't know.
So I mean, they got lucky. It's cool. They got, you could say some playoff experience. They went around, but I think they're getting absolutely destroyed by the Knicks, especially with OG. If his shot is fine like it did last game, it's solid. Dante DiVincenzo out of a bit of a slump last game too. All the peripheral guys showed up with Jalen Brunson. There's no way the Pacers can keep up. It's just not going to happen.
Yo, Jalen, it's like I've been saying. They don't. OG shot if it's falling, that's great. If Josh Hart knocked down a big 3 last
crazy
night.
3.
If that's not falling, it's whatever. If Dante's not falling, it's whatever.
Eat it, Mars.
Jalen Brunson can carry. Jalen.
Eat it.
Jalen Brunson can carry. So all them dudes, like I said before, and I know we had some issues kind of coming around to this, but these dudes on the team can score. The Knicks can get 10 from OG, 12 from Dante, 16 from OG. Another 9 or 10 from Josh Hart, and that's enough to win the basketball game. Jalen Brunson can carry, and they got everything else you need.
I just think they have nobody to guard Jalen Brunson. I think he's going to have he could average 40 this particular series. And even the other guys, Dante should be able to hoop. I think Pascal versus OG will be an interesting matchup. Former teammates, they should be going at it. That'll be cool. But other than that, even Hartenstein versus Miles Turner. I think Hartenstein's going to have his way with Miles Turner. I just think Indiana's going to get destroyed defensively. I think New York matched up well against all the guys there. It's just going to be bad. I see there's zero way unless injuries happen that I think Indiana wins.
You guys are out of your mind if you don't think that the Pacers can't match up with the Knicks.
How will they match it up? How will they match it up?
You guys make it seem like the talent gap is just.
No, it's not about
JV and varsity.
Right.
It's
not.
There is a gap.
There is a gap. Nembhard versus Dante or Josh Hart. And it was like, oh, sure. Pascal and OG.
Nembhard and Dante? So we weren't even talking.
Give me Dante. Like, I'm talking about these other peripheral.
Well, you know Dante's better than Nembhard.
So Dante just clears Nembhard. Dante
just
clears Nembhard.
Yes, you know it. Nembhard is super inconsistent. Like, he'll have his games, but he's really not that good. Naismith versus Josh Hart. Like, what are we talking about? Halliburton
and Josh Hart clears Naismith.
Yes.
Clears.
Yes, Ron.
Halliburton versus Jalen Brunson.
And OG and Siakam. OG clears Siakam.
That's the one. That's the one.
I think I got Pascal in that one, Ron.
You got Pascal? Yeah. But Pascal doesn't clear? But Pascal
he doesn't clear. He doesn't clear.
Hold on. Okay. But the other guy's clear. But Pascal, who's clearly one of the best players in this series, doesn't clear OG. But the other players.
Hold on, Ron. Hold up, though. Pascal's not going to have the easy time like against Bobby Portis. Pascal got to eat against Bobby Portis. He's not going to get to eat against OG.
Hey, bro. Look. Anytime Pascal steps on the basketball floor, it's a buffet. It is a buffet. Pascal eats when he wants to eat. OG Anunoby is big ups to OG.
Lockdown.
Ask OG. Because he was up there in Toronto with him.
I was about to say that, Ron.
He's not stopping Pascal from doing what he wants to do.
I know this dude.
He knows all his moves. I
do know this dude. So my issue is Indiana, as fast as they play, and as much as helter-skelter as they play, Rick Carlisle is known for that. He did that with Dallas in 2011, where he didn't really run a lot of sets. It was just a lot of just run and gun. Just a lot, and when they got in the half court, it was the same thing. It was just one pass, 2 passes, get a little bit of action, and go. Now, that's not really a test for the Knicks defense in the half court. I think the difference here is if they could slow down their transition game, I think they could handle Indiana in the half court. I do think that they can handle Indiana in the half court. If they can slow down their transition game, I feel like they handle Indiana in the series.
Hey, Lawrence, can I get your predictions on this series?
Isaiah Hartenstein shooting 70% on floaters in the playoffs.
Come on, man.
Just thought Oxford like that. So I looked at him. Yeah, I looked at him.
Okay, Turner.
It looks good too, by the way, Mars.
It looks great.
Yeah, it looks great too.
The battle to lose to Orlando.
That's crazy.
I think the Knicks will probably win the series. I think they're the better coach team. I think they're the better defensive team. I think they're the better rebounding team. Half court offense. I'll say it's a push for the sake of argument. I think the Knicks are a better team. And does the better team always win? No. Probably not. But in this situation, I got the better team winning. I think the Knicks will win. I've seen the Pistons get hot from 3 before. Like, things happen. That's why I know. That's why the Pistons win games in the NBA, because some teams go cold, some teams get hot at the right time. It just happens. So that's why in the modern NBA, I don't think
Latest White.
All right, y'all.
In the modern NBA, I don't think the better team always wins the series. In the like 90s and 2000s, I could see it, but modern NBA, I don't think so.
The reason for 7-game series, also because of money and how to play the game, is to kind of take away that variance too. We all understand one game
as much as possible.
Yeah, as much as possible, right? But I definitely see, I guess, with the 3-point shot, it kind of adds to the variance too, for sure. Do I think it's tough for a worse team to get hot for 4 games to try to beat a better team? Yeah, I think it's super, almost an anomaly every now and then that would happen, but I can definitely see it though.
Yeah, it's definitely an anomaly. I'm not saying every series that this team wins is because of shooting luck, but I think it's happened before. Whereas like a while ago, like since they've added 7-game series in every round, so 04, I think in the 2000s, I think it was less likely you'd see the worst team win the series. But now I think you see it more just with the rise of the 3-point shot. But it doesn't mean it happens every year. I think most years the better team wins the series. Just sometimes I don't think that's the case.
I mean, the Nuggets ended up beating Seattle in '94. It was a 5-game
we don't talk about that.
Oh yeah, the 8-1.
Yeah. If that series goes 7, Seattle beats them. But the fact that they ended up, I don't think I personally don't think that the Nuggets was better than Seattle, but I think the series was a little shorter, and I think that mattered. I do.
Hey man, shout out Mutombo.
Hey, out of all the 4 like major American,
weren't the Sonics up 2-0 in that series too?
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Yes. Sean Kemp actually said it'll be good, quote, it'll be good for us to get some rest, end quote. He said that.
Basketball does tend to have, though, like the best team win more often than any other sport. Like hockey, baseball, football, compared to all the other sports, there's a lot more variance in those sports compared to basketball. So basketball does do, where maybe the sport itself just lends itself to the better team winning more often than not.
I feel like this Indiana team, I feel like the Knicks are just better than them. And I feel like they're going to, just like they did with Philly, I think that they're going to make them play the way that they play, and they're going to beat them at their game. I don't think Indiana can make the Knicks play their game, where they can play fast and make the game get helter-skelter and get out of control. The Knicks know that they don't have the personnel for that. They know that for a fact. So the Knicks do a great job in playing within themselves. The action that they get in a half court, sometimes it could be stagnant, sometimes it could be a little slow, but they do have a quote-unquote bailout in Jalen Brunson. And they also have I also got a really good mid-range shooter in OG Anunoby, who, I mean, there's a reason why, he was looking for an extension up in Toronto, because, he feels like he can score the basketball. But I feel like he plays his style of basketball, which is perfect for what the Knicks are doing. And I don't think that this Indiana team can make the Knicks play the way that they play. But I feel like the Knicks, because of the way that they defend, because of the way that they rebound, I feel like they can make Indiana play the way that they play. And I think that they can beat them at that game.
I think you guys are sleeping on the toughness of the Pacers. I'm not saying the Pacers are a hard-nosed, rough, rugged team and that they push people around and stuff like that. But I don't think the Pacers are just bullyable like that. I don't.
No, whoa. Hold on, Miles. I'm not Miles. I'm sorry.
Nice.
Yeah, Ron. I'm not saying that they're gonna push Indiana around. Indiana's got some guys, even though you know how I feel about Miles Turner. I think Miles Turner is soft, but they do have some guys that will put up a fight. And I think that this series is gonna be a series where Obi Toppin is gonna show the Knicks. He's gonna try to show the Knicks that you guys made a mistake giving up on him, because it was just the wrong.
If you got to rely on Obi Toppin,
Ron, Indiana is one of the worst rebounding teams in the league, right?
I do know that.
I do know that. In that's something that I'm not going to fight. That's one of the one things that I'm actually kind of scared of is the rebounds.
Josh Hart,
about that. One thing that I'm concerned about is that. And so I don't know how that's going to go. I know that's obviously going to have a good impact on it. But also, too, I want to say, now, once again, keep in mind, I'm not saying that nobody's going to lock up Jalen Brunson. I'm not. But you guys have consistently told me the players that are going to guard Hallie. Nembhard did a hell of a job on Dame.
Nembhard play defense.
And with that being said, Dame averaged 31. But I'm just saying he did a hell of a job on Dame. And also, you know TJ McConnell. He come on the bench. He gonna pick you up all 48 feet too. So it's a couple players, and also on top of that, these are smaller defenders that can possibly get under Jalen Brunson, be able to possibly push him around a little bit. It's not. I mean, I know Kelly Oubre is a good defender. He's longer and whatnot, but these are just different players you could throw at him. You also got Nesmith too. So it's like, I mean, Jalen Brunson's gonna get what he gets. But I don't think he just because you guys think of the Pacers, you just think, oh my God, no defense. It's just the bar, no doors. You can walk in and do whatever you want to.
Well, that's kind of who they've been all year, Ron. It's not like we just making this up. We kind of don't play. No, that's they're at the bottom of the league in giving up points. They're at the bottom of the league in rebounding. So that's basically who they are. They're definitely, because Mars hates to hear this, they're definitely that punch drunk boxer. I think I can hit you more than I can stop you from hitting me. They are definitely that team, 100%.
They probably got to average like 125, 30 points a game.
And I think the Knicks.
The game ain't going to be that fast. They ain't going to be able to get.
No, they won't, because I think the Knicks are going to do a good job at the pickup point being higher. That's how they slow down Tyrese Halliburton. We can't let Tyrese Halliburton get ahead of steam at the half court line where he's already running. No, you got to pick him up quicker, and I think that's where DiVincenzo is going to come in. I think that's where Miles McBride is going to come in, where you can slow down their transition game, because we know they want to get out and go. We know that's
this is
all
also the thing, though, Chill. Like, so you guys, and this is why I like Tyrese Halliburton so much. He's not. The ball doesn't have to be in his hands at all times. Like, yes, he averages the most assists. Yes, he is the head of the attack. But that's what Nemar's there for. That's what T.J. McConnell's there for. Neesmith to even push the break. Pascal Siakam, when he gets the ball, he could go. It's not, everything doesn't just go through Halliburton. Actually, as a matter of fact, Halliburton, and we've said this, he isn't as aggressive as we would like him to be, especially with all the praise that he gets and being an all-star and all of this. It's other guys that can push the break. So it's like, yeah, you might want to hone in on Halliburton, picking him up higher. But if Nembhard gets the ball, he's gone too. And Halliburton's running the floor. He doesn't really do too good of a job of running the floor. But I'm saying
you got Obi Toppin and Siakam, you'll be all right.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, the pace is gonna get pushed no matter what. Even if you try to stop Halliburton up high, it's other people that can get the ball and go.
Right.
They run as a unit. They run as a team.
And the counter to crushing the offensive rebound, like because Josh Hart's gonna crash, Mitchell Robinson, Isaiah Hartenstein, they gonna crash, OG gonna crash. If they don't get the offensive rebounds, Obi Toppin's gonna leak out. He just leaks out. He's leaking out. If you don't get the offensive rebounds, you're probably in a 3-on-1, 3-on-2 situation every time down the floor. So if the Pacers, like the rebounds the Pacers do grab, which I think they're gonna struggle to get them, but the rebounds they do grab, just because of how consistently the Knicks crash, the transition opportunities are going to be there, because you can't crash the glass and get back in transition at the same time. So that's where they can have an advantage. If Miles Turner turns into Dennis Rodman and starts grabbing those rebounds contested by 17 people,
an outlet,
the transition opportunities are going to be there for sure.
Now, and I'm pretty sure that they checkmarked that on the scouting report, Mars, which means that we got to be selective on when I crash. I got to be selective on when I don't crash. We got to make sure that we put a body on a guy like Obi Toppin, which, by the way, if I know Obi Toppin's going to leak out, if we crash the boards, okay, sure, Mars, we're not going to get every offensive rebound. But if we end up getting consistent offensive rebounds, you know what that means for Obi Toppin? And you're not getting anything in transition, that means that now you're a liability. That means that if you're not rebounding, you got to come off the floor, which helps us because that slows down their transition game even more. So we have to be careful when we crash the glass, because we're going to crash the glass. But when we crash the glass, we got to convert, because that takes him out of the game, because now he's got to get in there and rebound with us.
What is the Knicks transition defense like, though?
I think the pickup point is early, Ox. That's how you slow them down.
Has to be. Oh yeah, you have to. They got to stop the ball. If you don't stop the ball, then your transition defense.
Josh Hart crashes like every
transition defense 1-on-1. Just stop the ball.
Yeah. I think the pickup point is early, and what I also think too, Ox, is I think offensive. Right before you came up, we talked about this. Offensive rebounding is going to be huge.
I heard that. I heard that part.
I think offensive rebound is going to be huge, because if you offensive rebound, you can't just keep giving up offensive rebounds and giving up second chance opportunities for these dudes. Y'all gonna have to rebound too. And if you rebound, that slows down your transition game, because that gives us an opportunity to get back too. So
and that's what I was thinking too, because I'm just trying to find as many different angles, different scenarios that we could speak on. Yeah. And if the Knicks would have to go on a type time, like how Mars was saying, if we're all offensive rebounding, it's going to be hard to play transition defense. Yeah. So they might have to look at it like, okay, we're running it with Josh. You're on the offensive glass, everybody else get back. If we could catch them slipping with something like that, and maybe Josh can hawk down a couple still, and him and Mitchell Robinson, or him and Isaiah Hartenstein, but the other three get back. Weak side guard gets back, other person stop the ball. Some type of scheme. I don't know, but they're gonna have to mix it up. It's gonna get interesting, because I'm sure that the Indiana's consider like looking at it like we have to run them up and down the court. But the Knicks can't come out of doing their offensive rebounding, because that is a big part of their game. So
Hey, Ox, that's actually crazy. And a lot of other places
I'm
that
so sick of
no, chill. Check me out, chill. I'm saying like a lot of other podcasts and basketball circles that you in, they're not going to talk about these discrepancies right here. They're not going to talk about the offensive rebounding versus transition. Who like that is literally what's probably going to make or break this series. Pacers, can you guys get out and get fast break buckets? Knicks, can y'all get offensive rebounds and slow down their fast break? Like that's I personally literally think that is what makes or breaks the series. Whoever wins that battle wins this series.
That's why we
it's
all
almost kind of like special teams in football, if you will.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. Yeah, the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.